Welcome, everyone. We've gathered all of our friends from Agua Lagoon Foundation to explore nature, the environment, plants, and even animals. So please join us as we bring you crafts, gardening, cooking, all kinds of fun games and activities. We even have our resident scientist here to answer your questions. Get ready as we explore our Agua clip of the day.
Welcome back. My name is Miss Christina, and today we are going to learn about awesome solar ovens. Are you so excited? I am too. Okay, so the very first solar oven was actually made by a Swiss geologist in 1787. That's like over 200 years ago. And since then, solar ovens have come a really long way. So let's learn about them today. Now, with Miss Emily, you learned how to make your solar oven, and today I'm going to teach you how to use it. We are going to make s'mores. Now, you can also do nachos with just some chips and some cheese. You can get a little creative, but today we're going to focus on s'mores. And usually with s'mores, you would have a graham cracker for the top and the bottom, a marshmallow, and your pieces of chocolate. But for the solar oven recipe, we just need the graham cracker on the bottom, because if you add a second graham cracker on top, it takes a bit longer for it to cook. So this is how we're going to roll today. So inside the bottom of your solar oven, you're going to have your plate with your graham cracker, your marshmallow, and your piece of chocolate. Now, there's several different science phenomenons going on in this solar oven. So heat is a form of energy, in this case thermal energy, that is transferred by a difference in temperature. You're going to transfer the sun's heat to your solar oven. So what you have built back here in the back is your reflector. Your reflector is what is going to capture the sun's UV rays that bounce down into your solar oven. Then what you're going to do with your awesome plastic wrap, you're going to have your items inside with your insulator, your newspaper, and you're going to cover it and you're going to close it. And it's okay to tape the sides of your solar oven with some tape, because you don't want the heat in the gas form to escape. You want to be able to trap all of the heat inside your oven. Now, one interesting point is that this is a version of a convection oven. Now, I want you to think about the difference between a conduction and a convection. If you have your hand on the table, you can feel the heat, and it's an excellent conductor. You can feel the sun warming your hand, table to hand. That's conduction. If you lift your hand up a little bit, you can still feel the heat because the table is warm. The air particles in between your hand and the table are getting warm, and that is how you're feeling the heat. So that is an example of convection. Now, you've trapped the sun rays and they're bouncing down into your oven, and the convection process is happening. Is this so exciting? Because our food is cooking, and in a little bit we're gonna have awesome s'mores. But first, let's learn a little bit more science. So what's happening is the UV rays are trapped inside your box, and as they're bouncing up and down and they're trying to escape, they're generating heat. The heat is then being absorbed by the graham cracker, the marshmallow, and the chocolate in order to cook it, which is super awesome and makes solar ovens amazing. Now today in Carlsbad, it's about 71 degrees. So it's not like we have a 100-degree day. It's a nice warm day, but it's still able to cook these s'mores. Is that so awesome? Yes! Okay, so the last part is insulation. The insulation is what helps you, depending on the type of materials you use, oops, there goes my oven, to prevent the heat from leaving your oven. Now, one other thing you can do, the way that Miss Emily built this is actually pretty awesome. It'll stand up on its own, but yours may not. It may fall forward. So you can take a skewer, you can take a chopstick, anything that works for you, and you can just sort of push it in a little bit. You might even have to use some tape to get your lid to stay up and cook. Okay, so inside your oven are s'mores that are cooking. And that is cooking with a solar oven. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for tuning in to Agua a Day. This video is brought to you by our sponsors, Hale & Associates and JP Mortgage. Like what you saw so far? Make sure to tune into our YouTube, social media sites, and website, www.aguahedionda.org, where we bring more virtual education to you.